We are in one of the most sacred, important places in North Carolina, and I want us to hold intentional space here today. There were a lot of people that lived here over spans of time, spans of generations as a part of industry.
This event is really important for North Carolina educators because it allows teachers to come together to authentically learn about American Indian history at the place right where history happened.
This lake was dammed up in the early 1900s. Before it was dammed up, there was a perfect fish weir right across the river, zigzag. So that shows that this area was used as basically a fishing village.
This is the first cohort of teachers we've had, and this is teaching on the land. So we're in Morrow Mountain State Park, the site of an ancient quarry that goes back over 10,000 years, and we're about to go to Town Creek Indian Mound, and those are just dedicated historic sites to American Indian history in North Carolina. So we're really excited about it today.
So for thousands and thousands of years here in North America, American Indian communities were managing the land. And periodically, the land would be burned so that grasses like this would come in. And so they're useful for everything from foods to building materials, and we'll see how that plays out on the village site. The mound is situated so that it is aligned with certain sunrises and sunsets. Twice a year on the spring and fall equinox, at midday, the sun comes through the hole in the roof and hits the structure here.
So this event is really important to the American Indian Heritage Commission because built into our strategic plan, a huge part of that dealt with education, American Indian history curricula, lesson plans, and things like that. And we just saw there was a need for not only expansion, but also updating those materials and making them more nuanced. We wanted to create these professional development programs for teachers that would be talking about American Indian history, arts, customs, and culture, just to give, especially non-native teachers, a kind of comfort in teaching these lessons.
And to be able to have American Indian presenters and authentic materials is just such a tremendous resource for teachers. It also creates an environment for them to ask the questions that they need the answers to be more effective in the classroom.
Students can study how law, identity, and political interests interact.
I think there's also something really powerful about being able to get out, to walk this space, to sort of feel history, and to be able to take that back to the classroom and share with students what they experienced.
So on your table is a piece of rhyolite, and rhyolite is the star of the show at Morrow Mountain. It's the reason all of these people were here for the most part. I want you to hold this piece in your hand and then pass it to your neighbor. Each of these pieces, a native person took another stone tool and was kind of flaking this out to create some kind of tool.
Any teacher of any discipline would benefit from this in this state just by being educated, knowing about the number of tribes that are in North Carolina, which was something that I didn't know. And then not knowing that there was national recognition until recently for the Lumbee tribe was kind of eye-opening.
It's not relegated to the past. This is history that is literally changing up until this day. It reflects a living community. We're not just something from the past, we're around.